question of that, of course, the cunning and decisive Christian Cage.
He talked about how it looks right seeing the titles in the hands of Copeland and Cage. I mean, these two men, great champions, great tag team champions throughout their careers. Adam Copeland, he was speaking to CBS Sports. He said, we've been through so many matches together, but this is a different version of Cope and Cage. Finley and Connors may think they know, no pun intended, actually a little intended, they think they may know the champions, but they don't know this version of Cope and Cage.
Yeah, I think especially Christian Cage, much different than a Christian Cage, say, 10, 15 years ago, I would think.
Well, I mean, you think 10 years ago, both Cope and Cage thought their careers were going to be over, that they would never get to wrestle again, and they feel like they've been given a gift, a second act, which does not occur often, Walker, and something that they feel like David Finley and Clark Connors are trying to take away from them.
You know, it's Scouter, what feels very new and fresh to me is this idea of Clark Connors and David Finley teaming alongside one another, because I've followed the careers of these two men for so long across their New Japan Pro Wrestling tenures up till earlier this year, and they were in opposite divisions, junior heavyweight and heavyweight. They were on the same side of the same unit in Bullet Club, but never exactly competing in tag action like this, so I'm very excited to see this challenge.
A little one-upsmanship right there, the veteran experience. Christian Cage just ducking under the shot from Clark Connors. And I think that's really got to be the story of this match. Can Cope and Cage use their experience advantage against the youth and the vigour of the Dogs? We heard Adam Copeland say that he and Cage both smelt like piss and vinegar and were going to beat their opponents like dogs.
I believe they're full of piss and vinegar.
That makes much more sense.
Christian Cage over the top. The roll-up. Very nearly sealed it for the champions, but Clark Connors able to escape. Clark Connors, no shortage of confidence, but the same could be said for this man, the leader of the Dogs, David Finley, a man who has pro wrestling running through his veins, a man that has essentially become estranged from his father, Walker, the great Fit Finley, because he claims that Fit Finley never won a world championship in his career and therefore was a disappointment to his son.
We are talking about the same man in David Finley when he reigned as global heavyweight champion, said that title meant more to him than his newly born son. I mean, David Finley has no interest in talking about blood relation, familial ties. It's all about the championship gold, and tonight it's the AEW World Tag Titles.
Finley called his father Fit Finley just a couple of weeks ago on Collision a bag of bones. Listen, Fit Finley, and I knew him very well. One of the toughest men I've ever been around.
Nice counter there by Adam Copeland, rated R superstar. Dropping into his side headlock. Finley, though, a handful of hair. As Copeland tightens his grip.
Another example of the veteran experience of one-upmanship. Every time the Dogs think they've got an advantage, the champions
wait a second.
take it back. Oh, wait a second.
You know what's amazing to me is that as David Finley's in the ring, Clark Connors is on the outside. He's not even up on the apron of the ring.
That's what I want to mention. That Clark Connors, he came very near our announce desk, and Walker, you seemed to tense up right there.
Well, I have a lot of experience with these men putting their hands where they don't belong in the English broadcast in New Japan. So
I saw David Finley trying to drop into a side headlock of his own, but Copeland a step too quick. Now the drop toe hold. And Copeland controlling the arm of Finley. And over to the corner to make the tag to the other half of the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Nice teamwork by Cope and Cage. Connors in. Greeted by...
Right between the uprights. How many points to get for that?
how about that little picturesque moment?
Christian Cage, the man who led the patriarchy, like Troy Aikman led the Dallas Cowboys. Who's done for turtlenecks what Dr. Dre did for headphones, what Taz did for the colour orange, or knee replacements for that matter.
Tell you what, Christian Cage as vicious as anyone in AEW.
Unquestionably.
David Finley just struggling to get his wind back, but finding himself stuck between a rock and a hard place.
What's the shit Cage?
Heard the footsteps. Clark Connors charging in. Oh, overcommitted through the ropes, hits the ring post, and may have re-injured that forearm on the way down.
Yeah, that left wrist right there, gentlemen. And Clark Connors is smelling blood in the water now.
Yeah, Walker, you're right. He did land on the wrist, and that was...
Nigel, a hairline fracture is a difficult thing to recover from quickly, let alone if you're competing at the pace which Copeland and Cage are.
Yeah, well, it's the, I don't know if it's what the ego necessarily of Christian Cage, but how tough this man is, how many years he's competed through injuries, how many injuries people told him he would never recover from. Let's cover.
Connors on the move, big hook, Christian able to kick out. Excuse me, that was Finlay on the cover.
And we've talked about how ruthless and dangerous a man he is. I mean, if for no other reason, the sheer number of other people's mothers that he's banged.
What is that number, Nigel?
You'd have to ask him. So privy to that information.
That has nothing to do.
Finlay wrenching the arm back, the stomp on the elbow. Great way to tear up just about every ligament and muscle in that arm.
One thing that's proven certain so far, gentlemen, is that Copeland and Cage are not going to be able to game plan for this match like they're preparing to face David Finlay's father, David, a very different athlete to his father, and looking to call himself AEW World Tag Champion by the end of the night.
So the chop across the windpipe of Christian Cage. That might have come straight out of the playbook of Fit Finlay. Whether David would like to admit it or not.
Yeah, I think so. David was more, or Fit was more of an upright, just pound and ground type wrestler. Get you in the corner, get you down.
And look at his targeting. The left forearm. Wow. You understand why David Finlay might have an axe to grind when it came to Christian Cage after what he said he did to Finlay's mother. And given who Finlay's mother is married to, that shows just how daring Christian Cage is. Good Lord.
Yeah, I agree with that. Look at this, man. You just got to wonder, and I've said this so many times, Christian Cage is so determined, so tough, but there's just so much a man can take from something like this. And you knew they would work on it.
Yeah, I mean, Clark Connors had a great technique on that wrist. A trainee of the New Japan LA dojo is Connors. And is really looking to try and put all of that to work tonight.
And the Dogs have sapped the energy away from one half of the tag team champions. This methodical, vicious dissection of Christian Cage.
Clark seemingly dancing to the corner. Finlay,
Nice back body drop. Christian Cage trying to make the crawl.
Yeah, Finlay landed between Christian Cage and his partner.
That was a great interception right there from David Finlay, who again puts the pressure on that left forearm of Cage.
Now, Adam Copeland starting to show signs of frustration. All he can do is watch his partner get eaten alive.
And now, for as wild as the Dogs are, you can't say they came into this battle unprepared.
No, 100%. They've watched tapes. They've got the advantage now, and they are pushing that advantage. Cage is going to have to dig really, really deep here. As much as I've admired this man, he does seem to have lost a little something since aligning himself with Adam Copeland. I used to say he had the poise of a Charles de Gaulle.
He's going to... And the referee's back is turned. Did not see any of that as... Clark Connors... That spent stick into the face of Tony Schiavone here.
Clark Connors has long said, smoke him if you got him. And right now, Connors and Finlay are looking to smoke out Cope and Cage tonight.
Whoa, boy.
Going out.
Look at that father of the year.
Yeah, seemingly lighting a fire in the belly of Christian Cage as he's found his way out of the corner now. Trying to make that long crawl to get Adam Copeland the tag to make him the legal man.
He's a great veteran. He's made this crawl before. That was a great move by Clark Connors.
And Walker, you mentioned that during their time in New Japan Pro Wrestling, David Finlay and Clark Connors did not see a lot of tag team action together. However, they did spend a lot of time traveling. I mean, those are hours-long bus rides that you have to talk, to get to know one another, to develop chemistry, and we're seeing that chemistry come out as well.
Oh, forget about chemistry, nothing but biology there.
This is going to completely end it.
There's a cage pinned underneath the steel ring steps of Clark Connors. Copeland sends Connors spilling to the floor into the announce desk, and now Copeland extricates his partner from underneath the steps and is moving with speed, moving with purpose. He wants the tag.
Cope saved his partner and saved the match. Now he needs to get in here. Oh, great job, David Finlay.
Fingertips away. Nothing but air and hope between Cage and Connors.
Onto the eyes, and in comes the Radar Superstar.
Adam Copeland is a man unleashed here tonight against these dogs.
Copeland sends Finlay for a ride. Changes his focus to Clark Connors' high boot.
Don't turn your back.
Finlay was looking for a haymaker, but he still finds the wrong end of an impaler.
Oh, hooking both legs, really deep folding press there from the champion Copeland. An ill-tempered and capricious man, hell-bent on revenge and retaining the world titles.
And I think he's going to be a man fighting by himself. I'm not so sure that Cage can help him out anymore. Look down towards him right there.
I think Copeland looking for the spear.
Oh, Copeland with the spear.
Finlay left over, and the dogs attack.
See in the right of your screen that Cage just got to his feet. And he drops down to one knee again. Once again, Cope is all alone.
Cope's all alone. He's surrounded on two sides. Finlay, Connors.
Second time incoming. Nobody's safe here at ringside.
Hey, we never are. And David Finlay's not safe either.
Cope the splash across the back of Finlay. Christian goes over, and Connors.
That's a great assist from Clark Connors there. Always knows where he needs to be for his partner in Finlay.
That's a great call, Walker. You are right. Clark Connors a very, very intelligent wrestler.
Copeland pursuing Connors on the floor.
Oh, the spear by Connors.
Spear combo. 1, 2, no.
Great determination by Cope. Great determination to get out of that.
These two young men really looking to make a name for themselves and claim the title. Dogs by name, dogs by nature.
Midsection on one side, back of the knee on the other at high-low.
Now looking for full clip. Their tag team finishing maneuver. Finlay attempting to invert.
That is a harsh landing to the outside for Clark Connors there.
Great awareness from Adam Copeland. Hates to say it. He knew where the other opponent was and suplexed Finlay into Connors. But wait a second. The move that Christian Cage made famous.
Oh, Copeland with the spear.
Brings him with a knee, but instead.
Oh, the spear by Cage.
Told you.
Copeland Connors. 2. No.
Christian Cage attacked the
If Jay White shows up like this, I'm gonna scream.
Into Stephon Smith. And Connors, rather than breaking up the pinning predicament, he knew exactly what he was doing. He shoved Christian Cage into the official.
And obviously, Stephon Smith averting that shoulder.
What happens now?
And Connors looking like the cat that caught the canary.
And Connors jawing, you see, with Cope from one side to the other. Look at the draw set by Cope.
Two men. Oh, this is great.
Oh, the double spear.
Connors wanted to test himself, but found it. Oh, wait a second.
I will disqualify you. I will disqualify you. Do you hear me? I will disqualify you.
They'll come back to that shillelagh in the head. Oh, watch out. Right across the skull. And referee Stefan Smith still down. Has no idea what just occurred to Christian Cage, and now what is about to occur to Adam Copeland? It is a kiss of death for Max Shillelagh.
What?
Holy smokes, what in hell is going on? The lights are out here. We apologize for the darkness.
Baby Gate is here.
Copeland lost and down. Juice Robinson, Ace Austin, the Bang Bang Gang. What are they doing here? Well, they've had their share of battles with the dogs.
Jay White. Oh. 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 Blade Runner!
More than a year away from the ring. Switchblade Jay White returns.
Oh, the spear by Cope.